Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Joy, Happy Holidays, all the rest of it. Hello again. That's the Piper Comanche from A2A on the ground in Washington at Bowerman Airport on the coast on a windy day. This is in response to a viewer who wrote about the last video, which was my struggles to overcome difficulties landing this creature. He wrote words to the effect, although he was much more polite than this. He wrote, "Hey bozo, if you didn't have your head so far up your ass, you might have noticed that you were practicing all of that and looking so damn good with no wind at all. And how about this, smartass? Try it with a 15-knot crosswind." So we're going to try it with a 15-knot crosswind. Actually, it's 20 knots. It's from 110, not 060, so it adds up to a 15-knot crosswind component with an 8-knot gust. And there are basically two ways of flying that. One is to put in a big old whack of rudder and crab into it, and to hold the wings level with a dab of opposite aileron. And the other is to put in some wing into it and maintain direction of flight with a little dab of rudder, and or some combination thereof, and depends on the kind of plane and the conditions and passenger comfort and what you like better and the runway picture you like better, how much rudder authority you have, whether you're going to do a hell of a lot of crabbing or not, or high wing, low wing, whether you're worried about striking a pod when you get low to the ground, if you've got a big engine stuck under here, a whole bunch of different factors. But the nice thing about this plane is it can do both, and I'm going to demonstrate both in different phases of the approach. We're going to do a right-hand pattern. We're going to do a little bit longer pattern than normal to get a better sense of the wind. If I know myself in this airport well enough, I'm going to be early in my turn to final and embarrass myself, and you'll get to laugh at me. But other than that, it should be Jake. So let's make sure our rudder trim is okay. It is. Give us full mixture now. And I'm going to take off with a little bit of aileron into the wind. The control to watch is going to be this, because you'll see it slosh around when we get hit with gusts, but you'll also see it deflected in straight ahead flight as we are cross-controlled. And remember, there's no such thing as a cross-controlled slip. All slips are cross-controlled. It's like assless chaps. Chaps are pants with the asses cut out. All chaps are assless. But you see what I did there? But I digress. All right. Let's get our mind above waist level here, and let's give it a go. Ah, there's that lovely prepared ground friction. Alright. Alright, and up we go. You can see it's a challenge to maintain center line, but that gives us some idea of what we're going to need when we come back around. Try to treat every leg of the pattern as an opportunity to get a feel for the wind and to maintain your direction of flight given that. So as you can see, as we turn into this wind, the slip indicator is going to go all over the place. And you can see if you look at the shore there, with respect to the shore, we are drifting depending on how we're being blown, as it were. Let's slow down a bit and trim up a bit, get a little bit of neutrality in my yoke. There we go. All right, we'll come around. Start to lose some speed too. And look at the spit of land that we're going to be flying towards, and watch what I have to do with a crab to keep it right about off of our nose now. That's why I have to put in more power, because I'm causing a ton of drag now. Okay, so now look down at where the rudder pedals are, see? Alright, there's the end of the runway. We're going to hold off on lowering the gear for a minute. There's no need to really drag this out, but you see we're still flying right towards that spit, but we're crabbed by about 10 degrees. I'm going to keep us just a little higher than normal because we're going to be on a slightly longer final than normal. Alright, now am I going to continue my tradition of being late on my, early on my turn to final? I'll try not to. Alright, 1,000 feet here, and alright, come down with the gear, bring in a notch, and let's see. No, I think with the wind we'll be okay. Alright, so now I've got the wing into it, and I've got some opposite rudder. Now I'm unloading on the rudder a little bit here, and I'm just maintaining this crab here. Little bit slow. That should do it. Alright, so I'm crabbed and level now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick in the opposite rudder and bring us into a slip. I got a lot of opposite rudder just to hold us. Alright, so that is one. That was probably not firm enough, ironically, because we just wafted in the breeze there for too long. So let's try that again. Only this time let's try it with 1 notch less flaps and a little bit faster. And we'll try to get ourselves a little bit better set for success a little bit earlier on there. We'll do it another 1,200 footer here. All right. Retrim. Line up with that spit of land there again. Take our temperature right there. We're exactly where we were before when we checked. You fly something like this someplace where you know the geography, you know the local conditions, and you'll have a better shot at learning the mechanics of it, because you're not going to be constantly, in other words, you're going to be cutting down your variables. Alright, we'll turn at that buoy right over there again. And once again we'll fret about being screwed up on our alignment, because we will be. Boy, as we turn into that tailwind, all of a sudden the need to pull increases, because we lose a good 15 knots coming over the front of us, and we start gaining it coming over the back of us. And notice how our rate of descent increases. Alright, there we go. I'm going to turn later this time. Damn it, I am not going to turn early. Keep that thing right plastered in the same spot on my windshield. God damn it. There we go. Ah, I was a little late. Okay. Okay, down comes the gear to wash away the rain. And bring in the old notch. Start trimming for about 90-ish. Okay, get a little wing going into it. Looks like I over-trimmed. Okay, one more notch. Get our speed right. There we go. Stirring a lot of paint here. And drifting. There we go. Okay. That's about right. Oh, Boyd's. Okay, out comes the crab. That's a hell of an oscillation at the end. Try one more. Keep you Boyds happy. Well, this airplane is not shy on performance. That is nice. But boy, at the end of that, I need to set myself up so I'm actually trimming less. I'm trimming all over the place there because I'm dicking with the power a little bit too much. I'm flipping around too many variables, and I gotta fix that. All right. Okay, there we are again. Let's try and go a little bit further out, get a little bit more stable earlier. All of the prepared traits are on hand here. The great weather from active sky, the great trees with a lot of variability, and the stutters. But look at the water too. Look at the water variations. That's nice. All the pluses, all the minuses. Gotta love the clouds. All right. I like flying here. Wow. Although, if I weren't an if I weren't an IFR pilot, I would not want to fly here because the weather is, well, they like their fog. That's all I can say. They really do like their fog. There's the old runway. Turned early. All right, well, story of my life. That's what crosswinds are for. Just let it drift us and we'll slowly increase our crab. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to strive to make fewer configuration changes as we go here. Try and keep my picture as constant as I can. It's a lot of crab. That's a decent amount of crab, as they would say. That's a little bit too much crab. It's a nice speed. It's a nice picture. Now, I have to be careful of the fact that as I slow down, the effect of the wind is going to grow proportionally. So I don't think I want to go much slower than this. You see, having to make a lot of trim changes here. Okay, I'm going to switch over to my, that's a lot of cross control. Holy shit. Alright, well. Do a little mix of both. I'm a little slow. There we go. Okay, that's pretty much full right stick to hold us. Alright, well, let's see how ugly that looked, shall we? Whoa, hello. Let's try that again. Alright, so I got a wing down into it. I can't give you the Hawaii 5-0 shot in prepared. And you can see I've got some oscillation on the yaw axis there. That's from my unhappy feet flying a little unhappily. There's that seagull mocking us. And there's my pilot-induced oscillation. And there we go. Right on center line. At 126 feet per minute. That's actually about right. Alright. That's a pretty calm, cool, and collected looking pilot in there. Doesn't at all resemble me, but... Alright, so let's get set up for a good shot here from behind. God, man, I love the paint on this plane. Look at those reflections. Alright. Alright, left rudder, right wing. Pretty classic. Alright, the fact that we hit the center line was purely coincidental, as you can see. It was a rough approximation at best. It was also the longest flare I've ever had in my life. But fun! And on that note, I will wish you all the very best for these holidays and the coming year. And thank you all for watching and subscribing and helping me get better. And to the viewer who wanted to do this, let me say once again that he did not tell me to get my head up from out of my ass. He did not call me a bozo. He did not refer to assless chaps or anything else. That's purely my own embellishment. My viewers, as all my viewers know, are quite proper, polite, kind, gentle souls, and I really do mean that. I'm absolutely, utterly proud of having the best subscribers around. And so, on top of everything and anything else, a tip of the ailerons to you, all of you. And we'll see you next time.